All right, we are live. And today I wanted to talk about how you have to start somewhere, and that time is now. I had three people come up to me within the last week telling me they want to get started. And when we go to set the appointment to get them started on changing their life, they get a little bit apprehensive. And I get it. And I know it can be scary, uh, embarking on a new adventure and trying something new, especially when it comes down to your health. So I want to talk about it today because that time is now. And it's time to show up for yourself and drop the excuses and stories because you're the only one who's going to get you through this life. And having a healthy body is super important to do that. But we'll get into it. My name is Rod, and welcome to another health, thought, transformation show. We're going to be in for about 15 minutes a day talking about the topic I just mentioned. I started this channel because I wanted to talk about everything really. Someone who has multiple passions, and I consider myself a multidisciplinarian, especially when it comes to things with health and just having so many different interests that I wanted to find a place where I could talk about anything and not really be pigeonholed into fitness alone, but to bring in all the concepts with the mind, body, spirit, economics, politics, family, life, and all of those things that affect us that connect us really. So I wanted to talk about all of those things here and thought, because all of those things first, all of those things affect our health. How your relationships are going with your family, your kids, your children, your coworkers, your spouse. All those relationships affect your health. Your relationship with food, your relationship with money, your relationship with, um, even the environment. All of those things are going to affect your health. So this is a place where we can talk about all of that and all the different things I've found to be beneficial for health over the past 2 decades in the health and fitness industry. And then the second word is thought. I think about a lot of different things. My wife and my son sometimes they laugh because bring up something just out of the blue, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" And it's because my mind goes a lot of places, and it starts from being curious about life, about nature, about how things really work, getting down to the root cause of what makes a human tick, what makes us human, quite frankly, what makes us human. And then lastly, transformation. We're all here to transform in one way or another. We're always evolving. They say the one thing that's constant in this world is that change is going to happen. So change is the one constant. So we're always evolving, or sometimes some of us are devolving. And it just depends on what life path you're here on. So we're all here for some type of transformation, and I hope that my experience over the years, I'm getting a little long in the tooth now, got some gray hair going. you know I feel like I have turned some of the knowledge and things that I've learned early in life into wisdom, and that's what wisdom is, just applying that knowledge and living through it. And as you become wiser as you get older. And I hope that I certainly have become a wise person. And it's just I wanted to have this platform to talk. I'm proud of the person I've become, and the father, the husband, and I'm always working to get better. And oftentimes I'll share a few stories with people who are around me now who know me, and you know I'll tell them some of the things I've been through, and they're like, "Man, that you actually did that." And I think about it sometimes too. From my early background, some of the earliest childhood memories I have is, kind of things, people around me being sick and struggling and things. And I remember going through this place we called Feed the Kids, and this is a place where, if you were a struggling family, you didn't have much money, you could take your kids there and get free food, and we'd walk down there, down to the park, and get some free food, and feed the kids, government cheese, and then the whole nine that comes along with that, which I'll share some of those stories as we go along. But being growing up in that area in Dublin, Georgia, huge family, love everyone there. Shout out to everyone in Dublin. I miss you guys. I know I don't get back there as much as I would like to. Uh, Certainly think about you guys all the time over there in Dublin. But growing up there and then moving on to Las Vegas and being able to rub elbows with people who are very influential in that city and in the world, quite frankly. And as a personal trainer, we don't often think about it, but I've had the opportunity to talk very intimately and speak with people who are top in their industry about so many different things, and share stories with them. So on this channel, we're going to share a lots of those stories. So stay tuned. It's going to be fun. I hope you'll spread the word about what I'm doing here. And again, this is just for fun for me. It's just fun for me, just to talk, and just share some of my stories. So this is just about having fun. Hopefully, my hope and passion about this is that it touches someone so they can improve their health, have some better thoughts, and transform their life in some way. So that's what it's all about. So back to the topic, though. It's so important that you start to show up for yourself, which is now, because every day you wake up, it's only the now. We only have this day to make a decision on how we're going to go forth with life, and that starts today. It's often a challenge, though, to stay in the now, and I work very diligently on working on staying in the now on a daily basis, because I know that is the place that we can stand within our power and create from. And what I mean by that is, if we're too much in the past or too much in the future, we're forgetting the now, which is the only time we have the power to actually do something about our life. So for those of you who are wanting to make some change in your life, first of all, it's time to get back into the now. What can you do today to make a difference in your life? So when people approach me and say, hey man, I really want to get into shape, and let's say, well, let's get you started. Let's book the appointment now. Let's get you started now and start to move with some sense of urgency to get what it is going in your life, whatever that may be. So moving with the sense of now. And why is that important to move now, especially when it comes to getting better shape? I'm all about helping people get in shape. I'm a corrective exercise specialist, a personal trainer, so I'm always going to be slanting a message towards that. But getting into shape, why is that important? Because stress is at an all-time high. Look at things that are going on in our environment. Tariffs are really out of control. Economics is breaking down. Schools are losing funding. So many things going on. And I know in my personal life, I'm getting ready to put my son Jared, into college. My wife, has a job that is tough for her. And, her mother passed a year ago, Sally, my mother-in-law, and we miss her dearly. And, life has just kept going. We haven't really had the opportunity to sit down and just work through all the emotions that go along. So stress in my life, working to grow a business, being a small business owner in a time where economic times are tough for everyone. So stress is at an all-time high. So it should be at the forefront of your mind going forward. If I can motivate the forefront of my mind to motivate as many people as I can to start exercising, because that is one of the proven ways to reduce stress. It's also going to help you on a hormonal level. For those of you who don't know, it's going to help give you those positive hormones, and that carries on to other parts in your life. So drop in the story. I get the and but. So yeah, I want to get in shape, but I got to do this and but. I've even hesitated on being here and talking about this information with you today because, I didn't have someone to edit the video for me, or the lighting wasn't right. Every excuse you could think of will come into the mind, but that's the power that we have, is to step into the now and recognize those thoughts and start to replace them with ones that can empower you. For example, I really want to get in shape and I don't have the money, but I'm going to find it, and just continue on framing things in a way that's going to help you and serve you. And there's always a way to get started exercising. So if you need help with that, reach out to me. So stress is at an all-time high. And also it's going to help oxygenate the body. We're in a state now, especially since post-pandemic, where people have been getting sick. Allergy season is upon us. You call it bird flu, whatever kind of flu is going on. But exercise is one of the ways that it can help is by oxygenating the body. As you start to breathe in more and more air and exhale, that expiration is detoxifying your body. And also the oxygenation of the cells is important, because now they're going to have better oxygen, nutrient carrying capacity. They're going to be healthier cells. So the blood and everything is going to be healthier by reoxygenating the body and getting rid of the stagnant energy. And that stagnant energy needs to be moved out of the body. And you can move it through breath. You can move that through exercise. A lot of times with when we have stressful things that aren't physical trauma, stressful trauma can get trapped in the body as well, and it manifests as physical pain. So doing some exercise, breath work can help move that stagnant energy, whether it be tight muscles in the form of tight muscles, or whether it be energetic blockage within the body. Exercise can help with that. So the time is now to start to improve your health. Why? Because some say that we may be facing even harder times in the near future economically, and you want to have your body as strong and as well equipped as it can be to withstand whatever we may be facing. And it doesn't really matter what we're facing. You want to have a body that can help you withstand it. One of the things that sayings that we had when I was in the Marine Corps was called a force in readiness. So we were always preparing to be in a war scenario, so we needed to be ready for it. So we call the phrase we called them ourselves was we were a force in readiness. And that's what you want to be with your own physical body. Be a force in readiness, ready to take on whatever life may present you. And fortifying your mind by having a strong body, all of those things come into play that can help you in these tough times. And some people out there even say we need to be getting ready for the zombie apocalypse. And I watched a zombie movie like 2 weeks ago, and those zombies were fast, man. Like they were jumping over cars and buildings, and I'm not sure a lot of people out there are going to be ready for the zombie apocalypse. So be physically prepared for that as well. You just never know what's out there. So that's it. I just want to talk to you people who are on the fence, who may be still wrestling with some cognitive dissonance in the mind, and talking yourself out of what you know you need to do, talking yourself out of what can help you improve your life and feel better for the long term. So today I want you to encourage you to start with the now. Use the power of your thoughts and your focus, because that is your number one power, your focus, your energy. And where you put your energy and time, that is where you can build from and build the life and body that you want. So pass this message on to someone who may need it. Maybe you've talked to someone who is on the fence and you see them struggling, and talk to them about how, the benefits of taking control of their life, especially from an exercise and nutrition standpoint, can reap benefits all across. And so again, I just wanted to talk and share some thoughts. I'm someone who really cares about each and every one of my clients, and really want you to know that I'm here for you. If there's anything that I can help with on your fitness journey, feel free to reach out. And until next time, plan to be back here next Thursday at 8 a.m. Probably dive into some stories on what it was like writing the chapters of the book, what it was like being a Marine. Just start diving into some stories, and hope that it sheds some light on and help you in your life. So until next time, this is Ross Stanley, Health Thought Transformation. See you guys later. Bye.